I want to talk to you about becoming an expert, because lots of people claim they're experts, but they ain't fucking experts. Now, you might be familiar with an author called Malcolm Gladwell who wrote the book Outliers, and that was all about people who were masters of their crafts. Ultimately, they're a little bit weird. But in this book, Malcolm Gladwell talks about the 10,000 hour rule, which you might be familiar with. And he basically says, if you want to be an expert, you need to put in 10,000 hours into your craft. And what I've got on the iPad here is a skill acquisition matrix, and full credit to King Keto, aka Brandon Carter. He spoke at a mastermind recently and brought up this exact table. So he did put this together. He did say that it's not 100% mathematically correct, but you should go and check that guy out on Instagram. He is one of these anomalies, okay? He's very metric focused. So to walk you through this at a top level, we have different skill levels that people get to, okay? You could be crap, you could be not bad, you might be really good, you might be one of the best, or maybe one of the best ever. And that will depend a lot of the time on how many hours you put into mastering whatever it is you want to master. Whether that's playing the guitar, whether it's practicing kick-ups with a football, whether it's cold calls. Now, a lot of people won't even put in 100 hours, all right? So if you can do that, the bare minimum, you'll be not bad. And not bad means you're a lot better than like 80-90% of other people who are trying to do that thing. And if you can commit 1 hour a day to practicing that skill, it'll take you approximately 3 months to be not bad at it. However, if you want to condense that time into 25 days, you can put in 4 hours a day. So it depends how important learning this skill is to you. And I'm not going to go through and describe every single column and every single row, but if we want to become amazing or one of the best, then we're looking at between 5,000 and 10,000 hours. Now, Brandon says you don't necessarily have to put in 10,000 hours or 20,000 hours. Maybe you don't even need to put 5,000 hours in to be better than every one of your competitors within business, if that's what you're aiming for. Let's just take a look at being really good, really fucking good, okay? 2,000 hours, approximately. And this is what makes the difference. You can spend an hour a day and it'll take you 5.5 years. However, if you can put 4 hours a day into something that you know is going to pay off, you can get to your goal in less than 1.5 years. That's crazy. But what most people will do, and this is the real point behind this video, is they'll put in 6 hours once and then moan. Don't be surprised if you put in the minimal amount of effort on a very low frequency, i.e. once or twice, and don't get the desired results that you want. The good thing is, even just doubling what most other people do means you'll be in the top 50% anyway. And that's because a lot of people these days don't have the mental strength to endure a bit of hard work. But how Brandon outlined all this is it's not actually a skill problem. It's just a maths problem. All you have to do is allocate the time and put it into the diary and make sure that you are practicing every single day. Now, you might only be able to put an hour in, but if this is something that you're really, really passionate about and want to get there, try putting 4 hours in, 6 hours in, 8 hours in. And I know everyone has various commitments, so don't come at me from that angle. But ultimately, if you want to get good at something, you're going to have to put the reps in. Simple as that.